Hello everybody, this is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research, sharing my takeaways from Financial Force's Community Live Conference 2017, happening here at, as you can see from the background, potentially the Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. First time Financial Force had press and analysts at the user conference, only their second user conference happening, about 700 people in attendance. 25 media analysts is my estimate here. Good event overall, good start, good energy, decent location, good location here in Las Vegas. What are my top 3 takeaways? It was interesting to see in general because Financial Force is under new leadership. CEO Todd Nielsen joined about 6 months ago, CMO Fred Studer about 3 months ago. It's always interesting to check the pulse and how a company is reacting, moving on, being changed with new leadership in place. What are my top 3 takeaways? Definitely Financial Force is moving down on services, also financial services, but in general as a service company, as the core market for financial service. That was abundantly clear. The keynote was full of the idea that companies are no longer selling products, but selling services. Everybody is becoming a service, all the way to puppies as a service, to rent for personal good feeling, as an example of the keynote, which at some point ran at some length, but was overall a good keynote. What is the consequence of that is that Financial Force realized that it has to focus more on that aspect, and the consequence of that is it's not going to be delivering anymore. It's wide, broad, encompassing everything HCM suite. So the big news of the day is a partnership with ADP. In order to leverage both HR core and payroll from ADP, potentially even their workforce management, which is a partnership with another vendor for blue-collar industries, blue-collar service industries. So with all the purpose to freeing up budget, both I think on the marketing dollar side and on the human resource or R&D of development side, to build a stronger talent management solution for service companies, where Financial Force has already recruiting, onboarding, performance management, some compensation management, and a few other assets, which it can now build out to build really a strong talent management solution focused on the needs of service companies. Talk about this a little later in my takeaways. And nonetheless, the company is called Financial Force. So innovation around finance is happening equally. There, as everybody knows, Financial Force is built on top of the Salesforce platform. A big push by Salesforce has been around analytics with the Wave platform. Financial Force is uptaking that and using it for interesting use case on the finance side, like typical for service comes around renewal risk, revenue analysis, and other ones. So what are my overall takeaways? I think a good event under new leadership for Financial Force. It's time for the vendor to pick up steam as the direction is fully set and confirmed. Some tough decisions have been made, like with ADP, which I overall see is potentially hard for customers who are banking on Financial Force after the FinancialForce acquisition. We're going to build all their native HCM. At the end of the day, I know, however, that customers appreciate when vendors are open and candid, and supposedly number of communications have been going on, updating customers before this announcement, so they're not surprised about this. And it's always been a sore spot for Financial Force customers on the HCM side that they had to do and deal with an payroll integration, and now with ADP, the #1 payroll provider for North America, unequivocally undebated, is a partner, and both vendors will co-develop an integration solution, which I expect hopefully will be in a similar scale like the more recent partnership that also ADP had with another HCM player around RESTful APIs and RESTful integration, which is already available, which allows a very important thing for the end user of a Financial Force application, who is a busy consultant on site at a customer, to use the application in the same look and feel of the rest of their Financial Force application, without extra logins, without learning different UI, finding things, because people are not being paid for using HR solutions. So the faster they can get in, get out, the better for them. So a good conference overall. It's not over yet. It's started yesterday. It's going to finish tomorrow on the 21st of June. But that's it for me. This is Holger Mueller from Constellation Research. Thanks for watching. As always, follow me on Twitter. You get all my notes live there. I have no other note-taking tool on Twitter. That means a lot of tweets, but it's almost as if you were at the conference. So that is at Holger, HOLGERMU, on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Greetings from Las Vegas. Bye-bye.